Now let us go further, how we have to do this Prekshadhyan, how we have to see the self, because the main thing which we want to see or perceive is our own self. Therefore, in Preksha meditation, when we start it, we make it clear to our own self that what we are going to do is to perceive our own self and concentrate our own self on the perception of our own self. Therefore, there is one aphorism which is repeated every time when we begin any exercise in Preksha meditation. We recite it. It is to be recited first in the original language, which is the Prakrit language, and then we translate it into English and try to understand it. So I shall first repeat it in a verse manner, that is in a form of a verse. How to recite that verse, I shall just illustrate you or demonstrate before you, and then you can also learn how to repeat it. Sampikhaye apaga mapaenam. This is Sampikhaye apaga mapaenam. When we translate it by the sentence, see yourself through yourself. This is the literal translation of this aphorism, Sampikhaye apaga mapaenam. Now, when we say that you have to see yourself through yourself, what we mean by it? Actually, by self, we have to consider our existence at any of the levels about which we have talked. The self may be at the level of body, it may be at the level of breathing, it may be at the level of the flow of our vital energy, which is called as prana, that is vital energy flow. The level may be of our mind or brain function, our cerebral cortex activity of thinking or anything, any intellectual activity may be there. So that is our mental level. And the fifth is the level of psyche, that is chitta. So we have to perceive the self at that level at which our self is working at psychical level. And the seventh is emotional level, the sixth is emotional level, and the seventh is the level of our aura or the psychic color level. So in this way, the Preksha meditation essentially consists of the practice, or rather a spiritual practice we may call it, because it is concerned thoroughly with the perception of our own self, which may be at any level, and that is to be perceived by concentrating our psyche on one of the levels of our own self. In this way, the meaning, the actual meaning of Preksha meditation or Preksha dhyan is to occupy oneself for a certain time, certain period of time, in concentration of our mind or our psyche or our self on our own self at any level of our existence. This is in short the introduction to the meaning, the literal meaning and the actual functional meaning of the word Preksha Dhyan. Now we have to make further inquiry why we want to see ourselves. What is our actual aim for that? It has got certain explanations which are concerned with spiritual philosophy and also concerned with certain scientific concepts. Let us first of all take the spiritual or the philosophical consideration. It is considered that our own self, which is called as soul or self, a spirit or Atma or Ruh, whatever name may be given to it, it is a real existence of our own existence. We exist really, and our own existence is actually really in the form of the self or spirit, and that is the basic factor or element in our personality or in our existence. So, when we say I exist as a self, I have to remember or I have to make it clear that what we mean by self is that which is having the power of consciousness. I have to separate that existence from other existences. Existence may be at the body level, then I have to make this distinction that the body in itself is not the self. Body is the existence at which the self works in a particular mode or manner, and then we call that as the existence of the self at the level of the body. In the same way, all these 7 levels at which the self works, we have to concentrate the mind each time when we are practicing, either say on the body or on the breathing or on the vital energy and so on. The reason is that it is believed that whenever we concentrate our mind on any of these levels, and also at that moment we have to remain free from all kinds of reactions in the form of likes and dislikes. All emotional agitation, mental agitation, all passions like anger, pride, etc. All these processes in which our self is involved every time, every moment in our daily life. Now at this moment of doing Preksha Dhyan, we have to try to make the self free from this process of likes and dislikes, reactions, emotions, passions, etc. That is to say that we have to keep ourselves in a complete equanimous condition or pure equanimity, and then we call it as the pure perception. Pure perception without contamination, either with like or with dislike or any reaction or any of the passions like anger, pride, etc. In this way, this kind of our practice, our spiritual practice, we call as Preksha Dhyan. So, Preksha Dhyan means to occupy the own self in perceiving the own self with full concentration on perception and without indulging in any kind of rag, like or dvesha, that is dislike, any kind of reaction which may work on emotional level or mental level or bodily level, maybe any level, we have to refrain ourselves from such kind of activity which is considered to be the cause of contamination of our own self. When we say contamination, it is believed that the self in itself is a pure thing, it is a pure existence, but because of the continuous indulging in likes, dislikes, passions and emotions, reactions and fluctuations of mind, we contaminate our pure self, our pure psyche with certain forces, certain elements which hinder the development of the self and which does not allow the self to exist in its purest form. So, again we have to understand it that we practice Preksha meditation in order to make ourself purer, to make it free from new contamination of the self by through the likes and dislikes, and also to make it free from the earlier contaminations, whatever we have made in past, all because of such actions of likes and dislikes, that also are to be cleansed, so that by this dual process of preventing the self from entertaining new contaminations and making the self free from the already bound contamination. This contamination is given a name in spiritual philosophy, and it is called as karma. Karma is a concept of spiritual philosophy, and it is explained in the terms of certain level of energy which continuously has a close contact with the self, and that is considered to be responsible for all the activities of the self. If the self has to be made completely free from the bondage of karma, that is free from all contaminations, then we have to try to make the self free from it through this dual process of prevention, that is inhibition of new bondage, and making it free from the earlier bondages. In this way, the spiritual significance of Preksha meditation is to try to attain pure existence of ourself, free from all contamination of karma. So in this way, you should try to understand the spiritual or the philosophical significance of Preksha meditation.